Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This time we're going to show you top 10 anime where the characters die easily and can happen at any time. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and ring the notification bell for more videos. The death of anime characters must be very painful, especially if the character is our favorite, for example beloved waifu. In some anime, no matter the importance of the character, it will definitely die to be the trigger of the storyline of the anime, or even the death itself involving character figures that seem useless. Death doesn't happen only in genre of horror or thriller, it also frequently happens in adventure and action. Here are 10 anime where the characters die easily and can happen at any time. Number 10 is Another. Another is an anime adapted from the Japanese light horror and mystery novel series written by Aniichiwa. Published on October 29, 2009 by Kanagawa Shoten, the series has been adapted into manga, anime, and live-action movie. The manga itself was directed by Hiroki Hara, who began serialization between May 2010 and January 2012 in the Young Age edition. The anime aired in winter 2012 with a total of 12 episodes. It all started when there was a story from decades ago at Yomiyama North Middle School, precisely in 1972, when a girl named Misaki Yomiyama attended the school. She was a popular and very smart girl and had an interesting personality. However, bad luck befell her when she had an accident and died. Although she was dead, Misaki's friends and teachers still consider her to exist, even providing an empty bench in the classroom until the time of their graduation. The story continues for several years after Misaki's friend graduates from school. The class begins to have additional students. The additional students are dead. In the end, those who associated with the class will die as terrible oblivions. Number 9 is Higurashi When They Cry. Higurashi When They Cry is a dramatic, mysterious, murder and psychological horror anime based on the idea of a gaming company called the 7th Expansion. While the manga was released through Square by several different mangaka based on the series. The anime itself took place in 1983. And that year, Japan was still entering the Showa era. Located in a remote village called Hinamizawa with a population of over 1,000 people, it takes the model of Shirakawa village in Gifu Prefecture. The anime itself was aired in spring 2006 with a total of 26 episodes. The first season featured Onikaku Shihan, Watanaga Shihan, Tatarigoro Shihan, Himatsubu Shihan, Miyaka Shihan, and Sumihara Shihan. Season 2 aired in summer 2007 with a total of 24 episodes. Season 2 takes place 22 years since the incident in Hinamizawa. This anime is suitable for you to watch if you have been adult only, because this anime features a lot of violent scenes and murders that look so terrible. Number 8 is The Future Diary. The Future Diary was adapted from a Japanese manga written and illustrated by Sakai Azuna, which began serialization on Shounen Ace between January 2006 and December 2010. Then in fall 2011, the manga series received an anime adaptation directed by Azrit Studio with a total of 26 episodes. In 2012, it began airing a live-action television drama. Azuna himself composed The Future Diary into 3 manga stories, which include a different chapter for each. The plot itself depicts Diary Game, a deadly battle between 12 different individuals given future diaries, a special diary that can predict the future. It consists of a variety of different media from each individual, from Deus Ex Machina, a god of space and time, with the last participant alive or able to survive to the end will become his heir and replace his duties as a god. The story begins with a loner named Yukiteru Amane, who loves to observe life and will record every action and incident on his phone. Yukiteru is unconsciously drugged in the deadly game. Number 6 is Blood Sea. Anime Blood Sea aired in summer 2011 with a total of 12 episodes, produced by IG Production Studio and manga artist group of Clamp. The anime itself is the second part of the Blood franchise, while the previous series titled Blood Bloods aired in 2005. The anime is set in a suburb on the edge of Lake Suwa in Nagano Prefecture. Saiki is a shrine girl at the Shinto shrine run by her father Tadayoshi. At first glance, Sai is generally a normal temple girl who can occasionally do careless things. However, behind her innocent side in the afternoon, she spent part of the night hunting elder pains, a monster that looks at humans and loves to drink their blood. Her skill and art of the sword allowed her to defeat the elder pains so easily. As her battle grew more desperate and more of her loved ones became victims of elder pains, she began to find fault in her reality and finally uncovered disturbing truths about her, the city, and her surviving friends. Number 5 is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's one of the unique anime with a hereditary family structure that still has a lineage. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is a Japanese manga series written and illustrated by Hiroki Araki, which began realization in Social Weekly Shonen Jump magazine from 1987 to 2004, which was later transferred to the monthly seinen magazine of Ultra Jump in 2005. It's Asia's greatest manga series in progress by volume, with chapters collected in 129 tankobon volumes in December 2020. The anime itself is very famous for its various art styles and for iconic poses, which frequently refer to Western culture. Besides, the franchise also spawned several franchises media including light novels and video games. In JoJo's world, there's a supernatural power called Stun that allows its users to use this power easily to kill their opponents. Not only supernatural powers, but they can also use a martial arts technique called Ripple, a technique that allows the user to focus the body's energy under the sun through controlled breathing. Number 4 is Gundam Series. Who doesn't know the Gundam anime series? It's the greatest and most successful anime franchise in history, whether it's from the sale of manga, anime TV series, OVA, movies, or various figure toys. Its series has a dark story because almost all series of this anime are about war. Thus could be easily kill every character, even with the main character itself. Gundam is a Japanese military science fiction franchise. Created by Yoshiyuki Tamino, Gundam itself features the journey of a giant robot or commonly called mecha. The franchise started in 1979 as Mobile Suit Gundam. The story dates back to the 0079 universal century when mankind had begun to move out of space and began to live a colonized life known as sites. As in other classic war stories, when one of the sites named Principality of Xion declares war with the Earth Federation, with a humanoid robot known as Mobile Suit, they invade the Earth. Since then, Earth Federation began to develop their mobile suit called Gundam. Number 3 is Death Note. If you are from the world of Death Note, then your life will never be serene as you can probably die at any time, no matter when you are eating or working. Death Note is an anime from Japanese manga series written by Tsukimi Oba and illustrated by Takeshi Obata, which began realization in Shueisha Manga Weekly magazine Shonen Jump from December 2003 to May 2006. 108 chapters are collected and 12 tankobon volumes. In fall 2006, an anime television series adaptation with a total of 37 episodes was directed by Madhouse. Besides TV series, this franchise also received a live-action adaptation and various video games from the Nintendo DS console. The story is about Light Yagami, a genius teenager who discovers another world's mysterious notebook named Death Note, which belongs to Shinigami Ryuk. The Death Note gives the user a supernatural power to kill anyone whose name is written on its page. The series centers around Let's attempts, later on, to use the Death Note to carry out worldwide massacres of individuals he considers morally unfit to live. Number 2 is Attack on Titan. Even the previous list, you can never live quietly, then in the anime, you'll be terrorized every time by giant creatures. Attack on Titan is an anime adaptation of a Japanese manga series written and illustrated by Hajime Isayama. Hajime may be known as a mangaka who likes to turn off a character, whether it's a useless character or even an important character in the series he created. It's set in a world where mankind lives in a city surrounded by a large and high wall. This wall was created not for no reason, but to protect them from giant humanoid creatures named Titan. More than 100 years ago, when mankind was almost extinct, and the rest of the human survivors were within the sight of the wall that surrounded that city. Number 1 is Akame Ga Kill. It's one of the anime which has a unique depiction, where the characters in the anime have the truth of what they have done. Akame Ga Kill is an anime adaptation from the Japanese manga series written by Takahiro and illustrated by Tatsuya Tashiro, which began realization in Square Enix Gengan JoJo from March 2010 to December 2016. It started with a young man named Tatsumi when he wanted to go to the town to work and catch up with his two childhood friends there. However, what Tatsumi faces is far from what it should be. He is a very horrible capital city and a very immoral person who finally drags him joining the Night Raid, a group of mercenaries made up of skilled assassins who defy imperial policy. Night Raid was also a part of a revolutionary force that gathered to overthrow the Prime Minister Honest, who manipulated the young emperor for his gain even though the countries fell into poverty and strife. Well, that's all top 10 anime where the characters die easily and can happen at any time. Do you have any favorite ones on the list? If you do, let us know in the comment section below. Be sure to hit the like button and share this video as much as you can to your friends if you really enjoyed this. Thanks a lot for watching and see you next time.